What's going on, guys? So good to be back. Great to have you here. First and foremost, just wanted to say how much I love y'all and appreciate your support. New channel here. The topic for today's video, it's good to be back, ultimately. But the topic for today's video, guys, is keep pushing forward. Break your chains. Those chains that are holding you back, guys, you got to break them. You got to keep moving forward. In order to do that, you have to break those chains. Listen, I know that life gets tough sometimes. A lot of times we get caught up in the negative, that it's so hard to see the positive. It gets hard. I understand. I'm there. I've been there. I have more theirs to come. There is where you are at right now. There is where you have been. There is tough times, hard times. That is what the there is that we're talking about. The struggles, when things get real, right? Man, so often do we just get this clouded vision, this clouded mindset of, I'm never going to get out of this. I'm never going to push past this point. I'm stuck. Man, you got to embrace being in the dark sometimes. You got to embrace that darkness. Man, as people were called to embrace that, that is the big key point here. Those chains that are holding you down, you're eventually going to break those shackles. But if you learn to sit in that hard time, that struggle, that pain, it's going to make you stronger. Ultimately, it's going to give you the knowledge to push forward. Because the next time you're in that situation, you're going to be able to decipher how to get out of it, right? You're going to be able to say to yourself, man, I've been here before and I get it. I connect with you. I'm there. I feel that in my heart for y'all. I feel it in my own heart. I feel like today, in this generation that we live in, this world that we live in, we really have so much going on at one point or another in our lives on a daily basis that we really don't have a lot of time to just sit down and be honest with ourselves. Are we in this for the long haul? Are we in this to make it or break it? Are we in this for a length of time that's going to be beneficial for us? Or are we just in this for the next 6 months and then we're going to quit? Don't quit, guys. Do not quit. That is the struggle. I'm telling you today, making this video was called to do so. Just to tell you all to push forward. That is it. I'm keeping it simple on this one, guys. This is a video of encouragement, and we need it. Collectively, as a world, we need to influence each other and lift each other up. Stay positive. Okay? If you have situations, circumstances, people in your circle who are just toxic and negative, get away from that. That is one thing I will tell you. Get away from those situations. They're not benefiting you. If they're not helping you, if they're not benefiting you, if they're not a positive influence in your life, get them out of your life. People, places, things. No, I get it. You know, it's easier said than done sometimes. But I think what we really can start with is the things that we interact with on a daily basis that are short term. You know, trying not to get in that negative mood or mindset when we have a minor setback or when we get frustrated in our day, right? And I feel like if we take baby steps to stay positive on this journey and we keep pushing, that we can obtain great things and we can get to great places. And it's more about the journey than the destination. That is why I'm pushing this video out to you guys, because the journey is more important. To me, I feel like what makes you all yourselves is the most important thing, because nobody else can be you, right? So you might as well have fun doing it. You might as well push. You might as well get to the finish line. You know, you all have more in you than I think you realize. You have more in that tank than you're willing to admit. And it's when we run closer to E that we really just second guess ourselves. It's like a car, right? When your gas tank gets down to that E mark, we really start to panic as a society, right? We're like, oh no, how many miles do I have left? Can I make it to the gas station? And then there are those of us who we can afford to like be used to living our lives on E, and we don't second guess it. We're like, we're gonna be fine. Like, no matter what happens, we're gonna make it there. We're gonna get through it. If we run out of gas, we'll figure it out. We'll get to the next step. It's all about the next step and the next step. And that is the most important part. You know, staying positive on this journey when you have no reason to. When it seems like things are so cloudy and you're in a bad place, you're feeling super negative, you don't feel mentally right that day. You know, it all starts today. It all starts tomorrow. It's just one day at a time, guys. You don't have to have the whole week figured out, the whole year figured out. It's day by day. And that's where you got it made. If you can figure out that journey and you can figure out how to break the shackles and push forward, that determines success, in my opinion. We get it so confused in this life. We set these bars for ourselves as a whole, as a society and a world. And we just keep moving that bar up. Well, my neighbor has this. Well, my friends do this. My someone in my family has this job. I need to obtain this amount of money. I need to do this. And it's continuously moving the bar higher and higher. And I think that's a great thing if you're doing it in a healthy manner. But to live your life based upon material expectations is really just a crazy way to live. You're enslaving yourself to that mindset, and that's not what life is about, guys. It's about the journey. It's about taking hold of your gifts. And this is something that I've been thinking about this week. What gifts do we have that we can utilize? What new skills can we pick up? And, you know, to make ourselves proud of where we're at. You know, if you're going through a difficult time, pick up a new skill. Spend your time doing something positive and quiet. You know, make sure you have that peace. Make sure you keep pushing forward. If something's working but it's not enough, it seems like it's not doing it all the way for you to get to the point where you need to get to. If it's getting you 50% and you need that extra 50, try new things. At least you'll be happy trying those things. It doesn't matter if they make you money right away, or you have to start out like just sacrificing some of your time and volunteering some of your time. That's normal. There are some things that I do that cost my time, but I know they're mentally beneficial. You have to protect your brain and feed your brain and your mindset, and you have to have that brain food of things that stimulate you up here, your thinking. Um, it's not about being the smartest person in the world. It's about stimulating that mindset, that thinking, that positive mindset. Um, and I was reading a book the other day, as a matter of fact, on positive mindset. And it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Man, my first thought was, wow, this is hard. I got to start in the kiddie pool. I got to, dip my feet into the 4 foot pool before I really jump into the 9, 10 feet deep end here, because I'm not ready to cannonball into this thing yet. It's hard to stay positive. And it's hard to look at life like doing the little things is okay. And it is okay. It's fine. Life is not something you have to have figured out in a 24-hour period. It's just not going to happen. You know, I've been watching a lot of YouTube content on this, and it's really just all about perspective. So today, I encourage you all to break those chains and move forward. Keep pushing. You're going to get there, guys, either way. The only thing that's up to determine, the only thing that's left to determine is how you're going to get there, the journey, right? You're going to get there either way. And if you try, you fail, try again. You're going to get there either way. It's just going to determine, really, this whole thing is going to be determined by the lessons that you learn along the way and how you break those chains, what processes you take and you go through to do that, what people you meet along the way. Wow, those are the things you start thinking about, not just getting to your goal right away. It's mindset. What's going to happen on the way there? Okay. Who are you going to cross paths with? What's going to be a life lesson for you that's really going to shift your mindset to be able to push forward? I love you guys. This is just something that I was thinking about, and I really encourage you guys to think about. Break those shackles. Keep pushing forward, guys. Love you all so much. Don't quit. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.